Yeah, we're in the state championship tonight.
Oh, right. Thought that was a weird play on Bears.
It is.
Well, okay,
This is back home. They did this.
this is for Mannheim Central.
Oh, that's
Yeah, Manor Central, and they did it with the Barons. So we're the Barons, and now we're the Barons.
It's really cool.
They did a little fundraiser thing, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. So I thought I'm gonna, state championship game tonight, Friday night. We're rolling. So yeah, I'll be able to watch it and see it on the internet. It'll be fun. Hershey Park. You ever been there?
I'm not.
You never gone through the chocolate factory?
No.
You need to go there.
Yeah,
Been there?
I've been there for games, actually, yeah.
Oh, you have?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere.
You could go in the factory though.
Why can't you?
I think it's just a ride.
Well, the field trips you can.
Oh.
School field trips.
You don't play the game in the factory, though.
No. No. All right. So today was a red zone day for us. We were inside, and as far as the injuries, that's why you see with 39 today, just giving him a little bit of a rest day. Nothing major there at all. And Mitch has been throwing the ball really well. He's looking good, so we feel good about where he's at, moving forward with him and the rest of the guys. So it was a good week for us, and we're excited to get going.
Matt, this is the first time we've seen 39 on the injury report. What's going on with the shin? It's just soreness?
It's completely just the turf. We were inside on the turf today, so we want to. I just felt we're getting to that point right now where you get to the end of the year, and it's been a long season for these guys. So I want to make sure that with our training staff and these guys, that we're doing everything we possibly can to keep them where they need to be.
Man, after Mitch missed the last two games, what's the prevailing emotion you feel? I mean, is there apprehension because you're going up against a good defense? Is it excitement because you got your quarterback back? What's the best way?
No, it's complete excitement. Yeah, there's no. When you go through making these decisions on where you're at, for us, we just feel like for where he's at and the time we've had, it's whatever decision we end up going with each week, whoever it is, then that's it. I really there's times within your play calls or with what you do schematically that you might pull back in certain things here or there. But when we make decisions on things and we decide to finally go with whoever in whatever position, then that's it. We go. There's no questioning or, we just go with it.
In your
What did Mitch
experience,
show
have you
you
noticed
this-
go ahead.
What did Mitch show you this week to let you know that he's ready?
Well, he put together 3 really good days in practice. I thought the velocity on his throws was good. His decision making, just getting in and out of the huddle, that part was easy. And so the main thing was really for us was just seeing conditioning wise, being able to see can he hold up with that, and he did. He did well.
So it sounds like he's been cleared by the medical staff.
Yeah, we feel pretty good. The word cleared is I don't know what exactly the word clear, but he's at a spot right now where we feel comfortable with going through these practices that he's done. He's done good. He's done a good job with it, and I like where he's at.
Will he be limited in any way based off what you've seen?
No.
In terms of what you can put on the
I don't think so. If that's the direction that we end up going, which it feels like, then for us, we're going. We're gonna play our offense and we're gonna do what he does. And then there's some things that we may, depending on what we feel like. But for the most part, we're not pulling back in any regards.
Is there still something, though, to needing to know how Mitch will handle the first situation where he might need to get down, he might need to get the extra yard, and how he kind of handles the shoulder in that situation?
Yeah, and we have a plan for all that kind of stuff. We talk through those things, and so as much as you can, at least those scenarios. There's some that are going to catch you, and you say, shoot, I wish we would have planned for that or whatever. But decision making wise, with the quarterbacks and whether there's an injury or no injury, we talk through that stuff, especially at the quarterback position. Exactly that, down and distance, reaching the ball out. When do you sacrifice your body and your health versus not, and all that.
Matt, you've had 3 primetime games. Any takeaways from those experience-wise that you kind of think about leading to this one?
No, other than I think it'll help us just for the guys. To me, when you have these, whether it's primetime or not, it's sitting around all day, and not so much. It's not for the coaches; it's for the players. Are just sitting there and mentally trying to get through that part of the day is probably the most challenging part. When you get out there and your juices get flowing. That part's easy. It's just the day can drag out at times. So how do you prepare yourself for that? Having other games prior to this will help them.
And with your offense, and I guess with McVay's as well, how important is it to have, at this point of the season, the element of surprise? Or is it just like, here's what we do, stop us, kind of thing?
Yeah, there's a little bit of both of that. I think with his offense and with our offense, you always have that. You'd like to always try to stay one step ahead as much as you can throughout the year. Now you at times can run out of different plays that you might have or thoughts that you have, but you just have more volume of plays. But for the most part, you also want to do what you do well and just stick to that. And that's where we right now as an offense are figuring that out, whereas he's put together a pretty good identity with his offense.
Matt, I was listening to an interview yesterday with Brett Favre talking about McCarthy and play calling, and Favre said that he thought the X's and O's of being a head coach was probably the least important part, that there was so much else to do. I'm curious if you have any thoughts about, not about the Packers, but about the play.
So for me, I would say that's not necessarily true for me this year. As we keep building this and together as our staff goes offensively, for them to learn so many different things within this offense, the X's and O's part, the logistics of practice, the logistics of game planning, then I'm able to, the more we do that, I'm able to step back and know that most of that stuff is being done how we want it or how I want it as a head coach. But right now, that's not necessarily the case for me.
Matt, as you went through last year, and specifically into December, it became clear you'd be a head coaching candidate. How much did you pay attention to Sean McVay and the Rams and kind of their success that they had last year?
Well, I always knew watching them all year long, you could see what he was doing, how he was going with that. And then to have the drastic change that he had with that team from the previous year, success-wise, and the efficiency they had on offense and as a team, you follow that and you root for guys like that. You want everybody to have success when they're going through their first year of something of a turnover or change. And so I saw that and just knowing who he was and how he was going about it, I appreciated it.
Now, with some of the gadget plays that you've run, what's your overall philosophy in terms of envisioning the reward versus sort of understanding the risks as well?
Yeah. Well, you know that, but I'm a risk taker, so there's going to be times where I know I'm going to be criticized for it if it doesn't work, and then you're praised for when it does work, and I got to do my best to make sure it's the right situation when we do it, if we do it, and then you know already that, okay, if it doesn't work, this is why, and you try to limit when that happens, and so that's the choice I've made, and I just try to stick to it.
How did you find your footing in sort of being fearless in that regard?
It's just my personality. I've always been that way. And now that you get a chance, and I always tell the coaches and the players, I got 51%. So if there's an idea I like or something that I want to do, then right now I can do it. And so we just have fun with it.
Is there anyone here who has the authority to tell you you're getting too cute?
That has it? Yeah, of course you can.
Are you aware? I mean, are you concerned about
Not one iota. I'm not worried about that. I'm really not. That's part of the fun. That's why we do what we do.
You had a play called.
Or do you think I'm being too cute?
No.
Are you trying to say that?
I'm wondering if you're aware of going over that line.
Oh, what line?
Of being too cute.
What is too cute? No, I'm serious. What's too cute?
Maybe maybe trying a gadget play in the wrong situation.
Yeah,
where
that's the key, I think.
Too much risk.
Yeah.
The risk is not worth the reward. That kind of.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm completely with you. There's right and wrong times to do it, and no doubt about it. But if we feel like it's the right time, we're going to do it.
You got a play called Willy Wonka. You have a call Oompa Loompa. You started this press conference talking about a chocolate factory. Can you bring us full circle in there?
You're on to it. That's pretty good. Yeah, I was wondering. You're on. That's
Is there a correlation?
maybe. You're on to it. You're doing good. You're doing good. You guys are trying to read me right now. I'm not going to give anything.
Matt, is there?
For Mannheim Central tonight?
Go win and have fun. No, they know it. They're fired up. That town I know right now in Mannheim is going crazy. Like I guarantee you they've been out at that parking lot from 4 this morning. I'm serious. They're out there at 4 this morning. They're doing the hot dogs and then they're getting ready to cheer them on and say, "How about them Barons?" That's what they say. They're crazy. So it'll be fun to watch. But 14-0 versus 15-0, 2 undefeated teams, and so it'll be a fun one to watch.
Did they have you send them a video or anything like that?
No, they didn't have me do anything. I mean, I just gave them a little, wished them the best. But they'll be ready to go, and they're in a good spot right now. To be able to be in a state championship game in Pennsylvania is pretty good. And so this is Coach Hans. This is his 4th year as the head coach there, and he's got them undefeated and be about 20,000 people there tonight. So they'll be excited.
This Sunday night is a pretty big deal for obvious reasons beyond the fact that it's just Sunday night. Is your focus to try and coach your guys up to rise to that occasion, or to try and coach them back and treat it like it's just any other game?
So for us, we've done that all week. We've kind of done that in other weeks as well, leading up to it. You know, I go back to the Minnesota game, night game, big game, division. And what I want the guys to do is understand how important this game is, and that we were flexed into it. That's a good thing. You want that. But now, how do you prepare? And it's not something where all of a sudden you have a rah-rah speech on Saturday night and you try to – this is for us and where we're at. We just try to talk about the big picture. How did we get to where we're at right now? And so you hit pieces of that with them. And then you explain the magnitude of where we're at. And that's a good the positive of that is that you are in a good position right now. And then how do you go about handling business throughout the week? Because ultimately that's what is a big part of how you play on Sunday night. And then Sunday night, I want them to just cut it loose. I don't want them to hold back. I want them to be themselves, do what they've done all year long. And I feel like so far we've done a good job this week. And now it's, you know, now they say all the Hayes in the bar. Well, we know what's in the game plan in all 3 phases. Now the guys can kind of play it through in their mind. And then you get to the nighttime and you go do it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you.